Okay. Big day. No Mario Kart this time. Who would believe that I got a new game on the Nintendo Switch? Who could say? I don't know. I did. Spoilers, by the way. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Look at this thing. It looks just like Yoshi's Island if you squint and you set aside all of the thoughts in your mind. You could almost imagine it's Yoshi's Island. Like, look at the back. You got a little petunia on your back. What's that all about? I'm so excited. I've been thinking about this game a lot since it was announced. I was like, this game's going on my list. It's a game I definitely have to play at some point. And then it came out, and at that point, I'm all distracted with Mario Kart World and Archipelago and People of No and all these other games coming out. I don't have time for this shit. I don't know how the fuck to cut this open. I'm gonna have to use my drawing tablet stylus or something like that. I went to Target to get this game right before stream, a few hours before stream. I was actually really late getting home because of it, and my whole routine got thrown off. I was stressed, but I went to their Switch games section, and they didn't fucking have it. I was like, that's weird. Is this Target going out of business? Because it looked kind of empty and deserted, high key. But I went over to the guy, and I was like, hey, man, are those Switch games all you have over there? And he's like, I'm pretty sure. What are you looking for? I told him Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and he was like, huh? What? And we walked over to the section, and he was like, oh, there it is. And I was like, oh, I didn't see this section. I had been looking at an end cap that only had Pocopia and Mario Wonder. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? But we found it, and he was like, yeah, I was gonna say, man, I don't think I have sold anybody this game. And I was like, well, it's probably not that popular. But he was like, well, you know, people love their Yoshi. And then I was like, well, I just hope it's not Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That's what I'm worried about. He didn't fucking get the joke. He didn't even laugh. He didn't even smile. He was just like, is that all for you today? And I was like, yep, it is, actually. But this is it. Look at this, man. What fucking universe are we living in where the inside of the case has nothing at all? No manual. No nothing. But the game looks cool. I'm gonna pop the sucker in right now. What do you say? Are we gonna have updates? I'm thinking no updates. That would be crazy. Oh man, not every day you see that little red cartridge, if you ask me. All right, so we're going to be able to boot in and nothing bad is going to happen. Okay. All right, I guess we're sitting here for a bit. Perhaps we can talk about any of the other Yoshi games. It's been a while since I played a Yoshi game at all before... Well, I haven't played a Yoshi game since Yoshi's Island on stream. So whatever the fuck that was. And that was a long time ago. And before that, I think Yoshi's Crafted World was probably the most recent one. And man, all I remember about that game is that it was featured at PAX East after it was already out. They had a giant fucking setup arranged for it. Like, who the fuck is coming to PAX to play Yoshi's Crafted World? More like Yoshi's Crappy World. I just hope that this game has more than 3 fucking songs in it, because that was a big gripe I had with Crafted World. No fucking songs in that game at all. Also, I got a ton of fucking shit on my desk, so I gotta figure that out. I've actually got part of a blender of my shake left. I have not made as much progress as I usually have at this point in the night. And that's because I switched protein powders. So now I'm on one that doesn't have lead in it, which you would think is a good thing. But this tastes fucking horrible. It tastes so bad. And it smells like paint, and that's not a fucking joke. It's so bad, dude. I'm gonna put this on the floor or something. No, I'll just move it over like this. I just don't want anything to spill. I'm worried if I slam the desk or something. What are the chances that I slam the desk during this stream? Because I won't say it's impossible, but it would be kind of embarrassing to be playing Yoshi and the Mysterious Book and to be crashing out. Even for me. Like, I don't crash out as a joke. I crash out because video games genuinely piss me off more than anything else in the world. When I was little, I had pretty bad anger issues, especially with respect to video games. But over time, I shook them off. But I get in those modes when I'm playing Smash. Smash makes me more mad than anything else. And other games make me mad too. But usually not the single player ones. It's always the competitive ones. But I just don't think I have it in me anymore. I don't know what changed that made me get over my... what used to be really bad anger issues. Felt like it was just gradual over time. Like every time I threw a temper tantrum, I was like, well, that was embarrassing. And then I was like, let's not do that again. And then it got easier and easier, and I could realize more in the moment that I was mad and to not crash out. But sometimes these things still get to me a little bit. And why wouldn't they? I did hear a story from a coworker's wife. She said that she was playing Banjo-Tooie as a kid. And she got stuck on a boss, and she didn't remember anything about the boss. I was really curious about this, because I didn't remember any boss in that game being particularly bad. I could see Mr. Patch being tilting, potentially. But she didn't remember it. She just said that she got so fucking mad at it that she vowed to never play video games ever again, and that she wouldn't let her kids play video games either. Which there's a little bit of an evil side to, because I think video games can be helpful. My perspective is video games are a great avenue for education. Not in an academic sense, perhaps, but I think for a developing child, you learn a lot of valuable problem solving from games. And it's made to be very fun. I think if I didn't play games growing up, I would be a lot fucking stupider. What the hell just happened? I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening on the screen. I was just thinking about this whole story. Is this going to be fully like Yoshi's Island? I don't really care about the plot of this game. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm just waiting for the moment where I can play the game. So they have a giant book, just like in Harry Potter, which I can talk about because Lucian's not here. But he has a mustache. Mr. Encyclopedia, but you can call me Mr. E. Dude. The Nintendo of America devs are Smash fans. They have to be. You're each called Yoshi. Isn't that interesting how none of the Yoshis have names? They're all just called by their race and stereotyped based on their race. I don't think that's a very good thing. It says a lot about society. Imagine if we did that in real life. Man, we're starting off with the fucking petunias. What are these guys actually called? They're called walking petunias or something, right? I actually want to look this up. Yoshi's Island flower enemy name. I'm trying to remember what they're called in Paper Mario. Because that would probably be a better way to figure it out. I thought it was something alliterative. Yoshi's Island. Oh, Crazy Daisy. That's what it is. I'm supposed to be the expert. Why did I think they were called petunias? I got Harry Potter on the brain still. This could be a very exciting game if they made it good. But the Yoshi games since... really since Yoshi's Island... have been extremely slow-paced games. I liked Yarn Yoshi, though. Yoshi's Woolly World. There we go. In beta, they called it Yarn Yoshi. I actually had a lot of fun with that game, and it actually was a little bit quickly paced as well. Wait, no way. No, there's no world map? Or a level select with all the levels? It's just pages in a book? I get that that's the whole vibe of the game, but I feel like I'm in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon right now, just fucking selecting my level. Where's the life in this game? Oh my god. If you think this is stuttering, it's not. It really just fucking looks like this. Holy shit, man. This looks so bad. I see what they're going for, but I don't know. It just looks really snappy, but not in a good way. Because I'm definitely a proponent of making animations snappier, even if they're not realistic, just for the sake of good controls. But I feel like this is too far. It feels like I'm moving in 2 FPS. This game's gotta be real easy to compensate. Okay, well, how do I shoot egg? It's R. And it better be on hasty mode. No, it's not on hasty mode. Can I switch that? Controller settings. Egg toss hasty. Control type A with A to jump, B to gobble, and Y to do what? Did I not unlock it yet? What is tail flick? It's X? Hold on a second. Oh! What? I was gonna compare it to a move in Smash, but there isn't even a Yoshi move that looks like that. It's kind of like Yoshi's old up air, but to the side. So it's an attack? Oh, wait! It makes you mount the enemy. Makes the enemy mount you. Well, what happens if I do this? Then I can flick them off? I just toss them? But what the fuck does that do for me? This is a lot of shit to figure out. Oh, is that like a triple jump? It doesn't look like I'm jumping any higher when I do this. It's just a little dance, stylized. Do a Tarzan. What's up, Aaron? I wish I could, dude. This game feels so weird. Like, look at how this shit is animated. I was just talking about how I understand they were going for the whole storybook thing, but it doesn't feel that good with the visuals, at least right now. I feel like short hopping around like this doesn't feel bad, though. It just feels like you can't tell what's going on, really, half the time. Me, as the player, I know what I'm doing, but that's about all we can hope for. How does it look to you? I don't get storybook vibes. What vibes do you get from this? Because the idea is we're teleported in. Like, look at these drawings. These drawings are storybook-like, right? Maybe they'll lean into it more at other points. I'm only thinking that probably because that's what the game looked like before they spawned me into the level. Yeah, yeah, okay. I can see this part of it doesn't really look like Storybook anymore. If I really stop to think about it. Why am I covered in shit? Can I tongue into the background? Can't do any of that. Just the animations look really like low FPS. Like I'm in a flip book, perhaps. I have to ground pound on this shit? That's not really canon to Yoshi's Island. Aaron, have you heard anything about this game? Do you know anything about it? Because I've heard absolutely nothing at all. I did not eat Lucian. No, sir. I would think you would know what was going on because I thought you were just in a call with him or something like that. But no, he said he's going to be a little bit late. And he said to start without him. So he's missing all the intro bullshit, but I think that's probably the least interesting part of the game anyway. Can I eat the fruits? Is there any reason to eat the fruits? What? The creature's petals changed in color after it ate that apple. Dude, I didn't fucking notice this shit. It's a good thing he held my hand and told me. Oh, is it his internet? Is that why he's gonna be late? He didn't tell me why. I assumed it was something not safe for work and I shouldn't pry. Oh well. Maybe new Rosalina art dropped or something like that. Dude, I don't know. If you were about to stream, let's say hypothetically, you're getting ready to stream, and then on your feed you see this fucking baller hentai. What do you do? Do you go for the stream? Or do you rub one out just to get the thought out of your mind? Genuine question, because I've had this dilemma before. Are there only 3 flowers per level? Are we just done? We can skip to the end. One random hentai pick is not going to make me that horny. Are you just that immune to this shit? Because I feel like in all my years, as much as I've seen, sometimes it is just one thing where I'm like, fuck. That looks pretty good. Never have that? It's like, man, I'm going to be thinking about it now. It's not even necessarily horniness. It's just like there's an obligation. Just get it out of your head. Call me. Don't mind if I do. Let me see, is the audio coming out of the right shit? I sure hope so.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Sorry I'm late.
Why were you late?
I was out.
Okay, everybody's been worried about you.
No, nothing happened.
Okay, well, we were all making theories about why you would have been late, and Aaron didn't really like my theory.
The truth is I was eating chicken fries at Burger King.
Chicken fries?
Yeah.
Jigsaw accused you of being late from gooning to Rosalina?
Is that what you said? Is that what the message right before I sent my message is about? Recap the conversation for me.
I just said, oh, what could it possibly be? Maybe there was fire new Rosalina art that dropped. That made you take a bit longer.
You're really like mountains out of molehills sometimes, huh?
What do you mean mountain out of molehill? What does that even mean?
You're exposed to one picture, and suddenly that becomes like the center of your worldview.
Well, it sounds like you gotta show me more pictures.
Oh my god.
If you don't want it to just be Rosalina, then we can make it other characters, but you gotta demonstrate
that one seemed to send you into a bit of a spiral, so I don't know. I don't know if you...
Yeah, because I was questioning what was happening in the image.
Yeah. I don't know if it's responsible to send more.
I can't show it on stream, but part of me was like, is she ripping ass in this picture?
No.
That's why I was confused. She had Starship Mario next to her ass, and she looked like she was really trying to squeeze one out.
You're insane. I'm not sending you anything else.
That's why I asked.
That's crazy.
I didn't use it. I had questions about the picture. I thought that you would be more vanilla in your tastes.
Dude. That is so, like, normal.
I mean,
Aaron saw it. Aaron knows. He can back me up.
yeah, you think this is just normal?
That
I
one, yeah.
understand the sex appeal of it or whatever.
It's a pretty.
How do
It's
I
pretty
finish
artsy.
the level? No, it's artsy. It's a
Whatever.
beautiful picture.
All 3 big flowers. Is this the first level of the game?
Yeah.
How is it?
Now, how
It looks
do
kind
I...
of pretty.
It is pretty. I was at first really put off by the way the game moves. It
Yeah.
feels like I'm moving at like 2 FPS with the animations. But
Oh yeah, but that's like super intentional.
yeah, it's stylized.
Yeah.
How do I finish the level, bro?
Maybe you press L. I don't know.
That's what I thought. But he just says the creature can create gift with its flowers. Should I have just said yes? Like, I can't shoot.
And you can't go any more right.
Maybe I can go more right. No, I can't go more right. Did I just lose the opportunity to finish the level?
What happens if you like pause it?
Oh, end exploration. It's in the menu. Okay. That's interesting. What was I talking about? We were talking about Rosalina porn?
Yeah.
I forget what point I was gonna make. Oh, it was pretty bare bones in terms of, no pun intended, it was just a naked girl. But it was all like she's in the sky and there's a Starship Mario behind her. It's like, this isn't even real at this point. Are you aware that a website exists called Rule 34 where you can gather your own pictures? Very interesting. What kinds of pictures are on this website? I've never heard of it. I remember this game because of the memes from people naming the entries a bunch of nonsense. What? Like Wild Wood? There's no censoring for what you name things.
Really?
Wait, really?
Well, we gotta think up our own names. That's like half the fun.
Oh, wait, you knew about this? That you name the characters?
You didn't? That was the main
I didn't know
thing
this
about this game.
at all. No, I haven't
Well, it's
heard
pretty
anything.
obvious what we call this one, right?
Baby flower?
No. What do you think of when you think of the Jigsaw OTS stream and a flower type creature?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Silk Song. No, I'm just kidding. It's Palika. Of course it's Palika. You didn't even laugh, dude. Come on. Of course it's Palika. She's right behind me, isn't she?
She's right behind, isn't she?
Let's use Palika. I wouldn't say that. Last time I tried that, she died. This was the worst Taco Bell I've ever had. I had a Cherry Coke Zero saved for this. What's wrong with it? What happened to your Taco Bell? I still haven't had Taco Bell since the last time we talked about it. I probably have Taco Bell once every 4 months or something. Because I'll only go when I'm hanging out with friends that love Taco Bell. And I try to distance myself from those people usually. Just a bad
Because
influence.
of the Taco Bell?
It's just... I feel like the Taco Bell is correlated with other bad influences. And I haven't seen that exhibited in you, Aaron. Don't worry. I'm not saying that I look down on you for the Taco Bell, but it's a little bit of a yellow flag.
If an old guy comes up to you and says, "Would you help me explore my many pages?" you walk away.
It's a creative way to say it, though. I feel like I'd want to hear him out.
Oh, look at all the Yoshis just sitting around. It's adorable.
Yeah, and did you know that they're all named Yoshi?
Did you know?
He said that they're all called Yoshi. They don't have names.
It's true.
Wait, I can pick the color of Yoshi that I play with? What's the fucking point of this?
In Yoshi's story, it was the equivalent to lives. if you die with one color Yoshi, then you have to pick another color, and if you run out, then you game over.
Yeah, it's like a Nuzlocke.
Here, I assume it's just for preference.
Yeah, it's just aesthetics. But we could treat it like a Nuzlocke.
Can you die in this game?
Probably. I didn't try to. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this game. The whole encyclopedia thing makes more sense now, because I saw the level selection, and I was like, this is so stupid. It's like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. There's no world map or any diagram showing the progression, all different colorful pictures and shit. It's just pages in a book. I was starting to shit on it a little bit. It's actually no big deal. See, look at this, Aaron. You see how this is a storybook? But then the further you go into the level, it becomes real life. Isn't that so interesting? Oh, whoa. All the individual berries became eggs. It's like when you...
There's no possibility for you to share the screen with me so I get audio, is there?
I don't think so.
Is that only if you play on your special GameCube or whatever?
It might be. I don't know if I could do that. I could try to. But it might...
I assume the soundtrack is part of the appeal here.
Yeah, it might only allow one output at a time, but I can try this. You can let me know if that shit worked, or if it's just constantly clocking like this.
Let me see. No, it's just loading.
Damn. Yeah, I would think that it just only allows output to one source at a time.
Say la vie.
Oh, well, I don't really have audio either. And that's a big concern that I have for the game, is that Yoshi's Crappy World only had like 3 songs, and they were all shitty.
Oh yeah, I guess Yoshi has sort of a mixed track record when it comes to music, huh?
It has a mixed track record when it comes to games.
That's true too.
In general.
There hasn't been a good Yoshi game since Story.
Oh, Story was after Islands.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking when the stream started, I was like, I feel like there hasn't been a good Yoshi game since Yoshi's Island. Period.
The first Yoshi game?
Yeah, honestly.
Nah, well, I like Story because it was my first game. I know a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, I have to give it a second chance, because you said to do the watermelon challenge, or whatever the fuck they call it. Glozell.
It's, Cantaloupe.
The melons challenge. Don't mind if I do. The old bookman is showing you his wiggly fur. There's not even music right now. Is it because it's too quiet? Because there's supposed to be music. How much can you hear? Can you hear Yoshi moaning and screaming? At least.
What?
Oh, I missed
Why would he
one.
be doing that?
Every time he jumps, he goes, hup, hup, hup. You know about this. Right. He makes all these noises. He's iconic for it, actually. Yeah, can you fucking die? Maybe you can't fucking die. Oh, well, that was cool. This guy just spits out money. He's like Bill Gates, where he doesn't even turn around to collect the money he dropped because it's suboptimal. I can hear the sound effects are not music. Maybe I could try to turn it up. Let's see. If I do this... How does that sound? Is that better? We can adjust it in real time. It could be very quiet. I don't want the sound effects to be too loud, if it's gonna come to that. Oh, fuck. Dude, they made it realistic in this game that what you eat and what kind of egg it turns into, it emulates taking a shit. Like, if you eat a bunch of small little pellets, they come out as tiny little eggs. But if you eat a bunch of big guys, they come out as big eggs.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. It's like in real life. Like, when you eat chicken McNuggets, they come out in little pellets. You haven't had this?
No. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But it doesn't sound like a great conversation for stream.
What, talking about our shit?
Yeah, I mean, I think imagine someone comes into stream here for the first time. That's the first thing they hear.
They
You think they're
probably,
gonna stay?
they'd be like, oh my god, this guy's so relatable. I also have issues with my shit. That's what I would think anyway. And I had an experience before this, because I don't know if you know this, but I switched protein powders because the one that I previously used had lead in it. So I was like, maybe we should try to find a different one. And I saw an alternative that has basically no lead in it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Today was my first day trying it. It tastes so bad. It's hard to drink it. It doesn't dissolve very well, so every sip I take, it's super thick, and I can feel the powder going down my throat.
That sucks. You sure you didn't just prepare it bad? Like, maybe if you prepare it good so it all dissolves, it'll be better? Or is that just not possible?
I could try that, but that's also a problem in itself, because that means I need to drink more milk, which means it's going to be harder to drink anyway, as well. It already is a struggle to finish all of the shit. And now it's going to be even worse if I have more milk to get through. So I might have to just go back to the old one. Unless somebody has recommendations. But I had tried other protein powders before the current one that I had. And none of them were as good. They were all fucking horrible to get through, except the one that I stuck with, which felt really light to drink. And man, did it work as far as gaining weight. It was highly effective. Does this game have a dodge roll? Oh my god. So where you try to sell me on Dark Souls? Like, oh, we could be playing Dark Souls right now. If you want a dodge roll, not gonna happen. I just want to play my cute little baby dinosaur game. I'm warming up a bit to the movement, though. It actually doesn't feel that bad. I just feel like the 2 FPS shit freaks me out. I saved all of the smiley flowers. So there's a different number of flowers in each level. It's not consistent. And is that the only collectible? There's not even red coins in this shit?
I'm pretty sure this game is made for, like, 4 or 5-year-olds.
So it's gonna be really bad if I lose.
I don't think Matthew's one of those freaks that watches 60 FPS edits of anime, because I don't think Matthew watches anything anime.
I haven't even finished Toradora, dude. And you guys made me sit through the whole thing, except the last 3 or 4 episodes.
No one made you do anything.
It was
you joined us.
Kind of essential.
It also sucks that you haven't seen the end, because the end is, like, really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
The end would mean a lot to me, specifically.
What do you mean?
I'm a big finishing guy. Like, if the show finishes well, then I'd probably like it a lot more. But if it doesn't, it makes or breaks the whole thing.
Toradora, the anime ending, is really good. And even with that in mind, the novel ending is like 10 times better. The final novel of Toradora is my favorite book.
What are we naming the bees?
The bees?
Yeah. We name them Birds and Bees. Any better ideas? Oh boy, do I have an anime for you if you want endings. You're gonna put me on some 999, 9 different endings bullshit, some Chrono Trigger. What are we talking about?
I actually don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea. If I were a bumblebee, what would I be called? Bumblebee, Wasp, Yellow Jacket, the Jackers.
Greatest ending of all time, Undisputed Code Geass? I don't know about that.
for one of these creatures. Jacker. Yeah.
All right.
I think we should make it official. How long is
Really
Code
bad
Geass
Jacker.
anyway?
It's pretty long, isn't it? Over 50 episodes.
That might be too much. The longest show I've ever watched was probably I Think You Should Leave. And that show is like a bunch of mini episodes. It's really good for ADHD people, so I've heard.
Such as yourself.
Name something, fucker. I don't have ADHD. I have like anti-ADHD. I can only focus on one thing. What does Adderall do? Does Adderall make you focus on one thing, or you can focus on everything?
Focus on one thing.
No, I know what you're saying, Aaron. You want me to name a character in this game, fucker. Wait, what show? Are you talking about I Think You Should Leave? Yeah, it's one of the only shows I've seen, but I would say it's one of my favorites. Wait, am I stuck? What the fuck is this? Okay, so now the bees are gonna fly and they're gonna reveal a different type of enemy. Are we actually playing a toddler game?
Yes.
Why do they do this to Yoshi? They absolutely gutted him.
It is interesting because Yoshi's Island was like hard.
It was. It's a difficult game.
And then Yoshi's Story is really easy to beat, but hard to do them 30 melons.
So you
But
say.
overall, quite a bit easier than Yoshi's Island.
Right. It has an easier vibe.
After that was... Not counting Yoshi's Touch and Go and Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, I guess it was Yoshi's Island DS, huh?
Yeah,
I never
that
played
game
Yoshi's
wasn't
Island
very
DS.
good. It wasn't...
No.
I don't remember it being very good, but maybe I just had a harsh, critical mindset back in the day.
Got all the other babies.
It does, which is pretty interesting, but the most fun baby you can't even use in the end game. Spoilers, by the way.
Oh, they have different, like, abilities. Yoshi Touch and Go gets you 35 years. Shouldn't have read that.
Why shouldn't you?
I played
that? It was funny.
Yoshi's Touch and Go as a kid. It was the only Yoshi DS game I had.
What the fuck is this? Swamp. That was a DS game?
Yeah, that's why it was Touch and Go. It was a stylus controlled game.
Oh. Is that the same thing as Yoshi Topsy Turvy? That's a different game, right?
No, that's why I mentioned it separately.
Right, fuck.
I don't remember which Yoshi game was on the DS, but we weren't allowed to play it anymore because the crying baby noises on the DS were so obnoxious now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten in trouble for annoying noises on games I played. I got, not in trouble, but it was definitely commented on when I was playing Earthbound and I was using PSI Teleport.
Oh, yeah. I had that happen. With Mother 1, when I was playing on Mother 1+2, people were like, are you fucking trying to wake up your dog?
yeah. It's not a great sound effect.
Dude, what do? I have to predict a discovery or something?
Oh, you know what I did get in trouble, though? I forget what game it was, but there's some game where you just shout something into the DS mic. Ooh, I got in trouble for that.
You had to shout something into the DS mic?
Yeah. And then after I got in trouble, or I was yelled at to stop, I said, but I have to. Ooh, that's not what you're supposed to say, let me tell you. The only thing I have to do is shut off the damn DS.
So what happened? Did you get beat for that?
No.
Okay. Good parents. You were raised well.
You know.
One of the lucky ones. What is this? Add check? If you make a discovery, you can put a check mark. Like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Can I fucking explore, I guess?
What if you make a discovery that you're particularly fond of?
This is the jacker habitat? I'm not gonna be fond of fucking anything in this game, most likely, from how this is going.
You just spent $60 on this game.
Oh, it was more than 60. Don't get it
Oh,
twisted.
man.
I got myself a physical copy. Also, I already explored this. I'm so confused. Why can't it just be a level selection screen where I select the next level and go there? What is a kid supposed to do in this? Also, the top of the pages worries me because this makes me think that once we get all the way across, the game is over. And we're already 2 characters in. You see how much space that takes up? I looked at my receipt for my Switch 2 and I paid nearly $80 in taxes.
Yeah, the tax was crazy.
I just moved countries,
And the tax
bro.
is lower in BC, isn't it? What's the tax in BC?
What actually is it? Predict a discovery? What does that mean? Did I just cheat?
Predicted. Oh yeah, you're definitely cheating.
Explore? And then I can use money for hints as well? I just don't know how I was supposed to progress. I would think going forward in the book progresses you, but that shit didn't seem to be working.
Progress by making discoveries. The
And-
goal of the game is to experiment and try to do everything with everything.
Really?
Oh, your tax is only 7%? Dude, our tax is 13%.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, I'm supposed to do everything with everything? Dude, this game is not going to be fun to 100%. I was kind of hoping that I could 100% this shit. Wait, did this? No, that wasn't even a new one, because I already have all the flowers. But what, am I supposed to take one of these flower guys somewhere and then something cool happens? Arguably. I don't know if I believe all this. Oh, it makes the flowers bloom. And then maybe if I make all of the flowers bloom, it'll give me a new discovery. But what about this big rock? That's what I was wondering about. Do you
Good
have
question.
GST too?
Oh,
What is
yeah, it's
GST?
combined. It's combined into HST, called Harmonized Sales Tax, which combines the
What?
federal and provincial sales tax. So that's called HST, and that's what's 13%. So it's
Bro,
actually
they're
pretty close. to
Just fucking
Romania.
inventing words. Harmonized?
Yeah, because it combines the provincial and federal sales.
We're in fucking Final Fantasy. Can I kill these guys by doing this? I would have thought that the strategy is to get them all on the boulder.
This is like the whole point of the game, right? It's just an experiment. It's supposed to be like stress-free, and it's supposed to be sort of like a sandbox environment where you can just do whatever you want and see what happens.
How do you know so much about this game?
Because I watched Nintendo Directs where they went over it. And well, that's it really. All the information about this game just comes from Nintendo Directs that I watched.
Dude, I don't know how you can pay this much attention. Also, what's up, Panda? You ever play this game? Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, have you heard of it? Super excited. Yeah, I feel like Lucian just knows everything about every game. I mention a random-ass Nintendo game or non-Nintendo game, and he's like, oh, I remember that was at the Game Awards. Yeah, man, I remember. The hell?
Well,
I
yeah,
was there
you know
too.
I watch the Game Awards every year.
Yeah, but I was there too, and I don't remember this shit.
Because I don't think you pay attention to anything.
They just gotta put more flashy colors and shit, dude. It looked too brown color scheme. They put too many little storybook drawings in the advertisement, I bet.
I like that little twisty jump that Yoshi does.
Yeah, he only does that when the flower's on his back.
Oh.
Did you know that? They really have good attention to detail in this game. I don't play this
This
game because
game-
it looks too easy. What are you talking about?
I would buy it if it was 30 Canadian. Maybe.
Really? That's all it would take for you?
Well, yeah, it looks fun to mess around in.
You just want a game that you can mess around in?
Yeah, that can be fun sometimes.
You know we've got real things outside that you can mess around with.
Shut up.
You can go out to the park and mess around with bumblebees if you want to.
You're so stupid.
That's what my parents used to tell me when I was playing too much Xenoblade. You remember that?
I believe it.
Yeah, there was a summer my parents did not like how much I was playing Xenoblade, because I would wake up and play Xenoblade and then go to bed, and they were like, you should be going to the park and playing basketball by yourself. Didn't want to. Just wanted to play Xenoblade. And to this day, my sister thinks that they were in the right. She was like, they kind of had a point. You were playing a lot of video games. No, I wanted to 100% Xenoblade.
For the 5th time.
No, it would have been for the first time. It was my first time back then.
You got real Mithras you can go play around with outside.
You can mess around with bumblebees as a character. It's different. So, Panda, are you of the belief that killing bumblebees in real life is bad?
Obviously, it's bad.
Are you in the camp that killing bugs is like killing a human or another kind of animal?
For me, it depends on the bug.
Yeah, I think if the bug has entered my room, it's already fucking over.
Depends where in my room. If there's a spider right next to my bed, it's gone. But if it's like in a corner elsewhere in my room, I keep it because it's good for getting rid of other bugs.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this whole partnership gentleman's agreement to have with spiders, but I just can't really get behind it, dude. If I see the
Jesus
spider...
Christ, Panda. That is psychopathic.
Insects do not count as anything more, but something that just steals our...
So you thought I was over-exaggerating when I said that. And then you read the message yourself, and you're like, oh, no, maybe Sai's right.
It's like, it can't be that bad. No, I mean, he's right. The bugs aren't made in the image of God. You got real Mithras you can go play with outside. That might have convinced me. I mean, no, it wouldn't have. I mean, no, she's an anime girl. She's not real. No, I wouldn't have. No. I'm even a Christian, and I think that. But if you're a Christian, then you would think that anything not made in the image of God doesn't have as valuable of a life, right? Isn't that how the scripture goes? I'm not very educated in
Aren't
terms
all
of
living things on
Christianity.
Earth God's creations?
Yeah, but animals aren't made in the image of God, so it's different. So if you kill an animal, it's not murder. I believe that's what the Bible says. I've never read the Bible, but I've heard about this. Am I really just fucking done?
Where would cat girls fall under the image of God?
I think cat girls, you could argue, are in the image of God because they still appear like a human. It depends how different from a human they look.
Like Nia.
Nia. I feel like Nia is human-esque enough. I don't know where the line would be, though.
Okay.
I think it's about having human consciousness, though, right? And Nia does appear to have that.
But so does Dromark.
Dromark does, too. Oh, shit. That actually blows a gaping hole in this argument. Because he's not human-like at all. But I think the rules are different. I feel like in the Xenoblade world, they're just in a whole different universe with a whole different god. So why are we even having this debate?
That's true. I guess you gotta answer to the architect.
Uh-huh. Maybe he would know. I put 10 tickets into Halloween Digital because I have no... Okay, is this some umame again?
It's umami.
No, I just think that for insects, I don't believe anything else has a value. That's less because our time will eventually come in this life and we will die. So I might as well just accept our mortal demise and try to enjoy life while we can.
Yeah, man.
I agree with the end statement of that. That's where I found myself, too. Because I've gotten pretty existential lately. Ever since I turned 25, I was like, uh-oh. My life's halfway over. But then when you think about death and what it may bring, you think that perhaps you should just enjoy yourself while you are alive. Because when you're not alive, you won't even know. I was dying at 50. We don't know. You ever meet someone in their 50s and you're like, their life is basically done. But not always. I've met some people in their 50s that are really lively, but I just worry about what's going to happen to me.
First, you got to make it to 50.
Right. That's half the battle. But I feel like my parents in their 50s are maybe not the best example for me to see growing up as what life would look like in my 50s and what to look forward to, you know what I mean? I don't know when I'm dying. I could just have a heart attack or seizure and die right now. It's true. And after you're dead, arguably, maybe you don't even know. Unless we want to get into a religious debate. Maybe there's an afterlife. We don't know. But it's also possible that the whole thing just goes black and you just lack awareness of anything at all. And then it wouldn't even matter to you, right? So then the optimal thing to do is just enjoy life. Be happy while you are conscious. Where the fuck do I go? I'm not convinced that Cherry Coke Zero didn't have cocaine in it. What's that? You want me to just spend money? What'd you say, Lucian? I'm sorry.
You're supposed to like unlock hints, right?
You think I should do that at this point?
Well, no, like, or not. Sorry, not unlock hints, but you're supposed to discover the things that the hints hint you towards. You know what I mean?
This one, oh, the bee is covered in honey. That's what this is? So this is telling me if I make a bee get covered in honey, that something will happen.
Yeah. You're supposed to experiment in the worlds as much as you can. It's supposed to foster creativity in young minds.
Dude, I didn't know
Think
this
like
was
a
the
kid.
game I was buying.
Did you really buy this game without knowing anything about it?
I didn't know anything about other than it was the new Yoshi game. That's literally all I knew.
That's crazy. So you thought this would be like Yoshi's Woolly World, Yoshi's Island
Yes!
kind of deal?
Like the last fucking 8
crazy.
Yoshi games they've made. They're all the same freaking format.
I thought you knew what this was.
Dude, why didn't you warn me?
I thought, well, it'd be crazy to buy a game and not know anything about it.
I just know that it's Yoshi. Usually all Yoshi games are the freaking same.
No, this is a sandbox game.
Oh my god.
It's unique. It's innovative.
But why would they change? They did this to Paper Mario too. They just changed the formula. Nobody was asking for it. Now where the fuck is the honey? Hold on, Panda dropped a bombshell earlier. There's an afterlife. He believes there's an afterlife, but it's not worth getting into a conversation because I don't want to make anybody mad or contradict what people think. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't get into this because it is a religious topic and we like to keep politics off the stream. But it is interesting to think about, definitely. And I've been thinking about this a lot in my recent year on this planet. I like every Yoshi game except for this one. I can tell by how it looks. Did you even like Crappy World, Panda? How did that game make you feel?
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, dude, it was so fucking underwhelming. And there were only 3 songs in it. I tried to 100% it. I really did. And I actually went backwards through the game. So I did the hard levels first. So if I picked it up now, I could just 100% it for free. But it would be so boring. How do I lead these bees to honey? Is there any way to do it?
You know what to say. You can lead a bee to honey, but you can't make it drink.
Very wise words. This is the type of customer response Game Freak anticipates if they consider changing anything about them. Honestly, true, dude. They think we're all gonna fucking hate it. Oh, I put them in the honey like this. And then what happens? And then what happens? I did it, bro. They're in the honey. No one else is confused by this, so I have to eat them or something like that? Oh. Getting covered in honey leaves those buzzing bugs befuddled. Is that it? I just confused them a little bit and it's gonna be a new entry in my fucking book. Do I have to eat them? Or do I tail swipe them? Maybe I can have one of them ride me. Maybe break it. Oh, can I break this? I forgot I could break it. It's a good idea. Panda's thinking creatively. But you're perhaps the only person I've met who's liked Crafted World. I think everybody that saw me playing that game said it looked like trash, and I played it, and I thought it was kind of trash. But I liked it enough to try to 100% it. I played it a decent amount, because at the end of the day, it's still a Yoshi game. And formulaically, it's got the same little platforming challenges, even if they are really slow and dumbed down. Can I do anything to these bees? So did I discover it? That's it? Covered in honey? And exploration? And it's gonna check it off a list? That's really all this game is.
Yeah, it's just exploring and seeing things interact with other things. Experimenting.
Wow. What's the next one? Flocked to fruit. Okay, so I go back into the same level. And this
I'm kind of curious. Because, like, you were saying you don't want to play Dark Souls, so you don't want to play a game where you'll die a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the overall vibe you were giving yesterday is you don't want to play anything that stresses you out.
I just want to be chill, man.
So you got this game, which is the very definition of a stress-free environment, where there's no pressure to do anything challenging or do anything well. There's no, like, you know... There's not even a way to die, I don't think. And yet you also aren't satisfied with this. So what do you want?
I just want a game that has skill expression, and I'm good at it.
Oh. Okay.
Can I just have that? Maybe if I play Dark Souls off stream, and then get really good at it, and then play it on stream, then we're talking.
Oh my god. I think streaming is just not for you.
What does it have to do with streaming?
Well, because if you can play Dark Souls off stream, then it's not playing Dark Souls that's the problem. It's playing Dark Souls on stream that's the problem.
It's hard to really fucking lock in sometimes. Because I'm going to be dying. We saw what happened in Hollow Knight, where obviously I was dying just because I was streaming. And it seems like the same thing's going to happen in Dark Souls. But at least in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, all I had to do was run straight forward, and that game's made for kids.
Oh, dude. And you died a lot in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
I don't really remember any of that happening. I remember having a great time.
In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Don't play games because you're not going to find any that you like. What do you mean? I was starting to enjoy Mario Kart last night when I almost hit Tarzan. That was pretty fun.
Isn't it crazy that we're like equally good at Mario Kart?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I feel like if you put in the time, you might be able to catch up. Like, you've got a bright future ahead of you, man, but
Our
you
head
gotta
to
put
head
in
was
a
almost
little
even.
bit of
Though.
practice. But that one game, like, you don't understand the difference between the two of us is immeasurable, because that one race, I got first and you got last, and I feel like that really exemplifies where we stand in the game.
I think you have higher peaks, but I'm more consistent.
Well, once my peaks get more consistent, then we're talking.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying you can never be overwhelmingly better than me. I'm just saying right now, we're like pretty even.
I'll just let you sleep at night thinking this, man. It's no big. It seems like you just want me to say that you're a god gamer. We know you're a god gamer.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You're just saying because you got some better RNG than me last night,
Oh my god.
and you played in a skillless, talentless way, that you're better than my Tarzan. That's what you're trying to say?
I think not doing Tarzan and not doing Tarzan well is better than failing Tarzan 99% of the time.
But see, I, unlike you, it seems, have a growth mindset where I'll go for Tarzan 99 times and
correct.
fail 99 times.
I have no stake in getting better at Mario Kart World. It's not something I'm striving to do.
Yeah, so you're going to be stagnating with your consistent strats at 8400 elo. Meanwhile, I'm going to go to 8500 elo, and then we'll see who's laughing. Did you see my message about the platformer? What did you say about the platformer? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I read that, and Lucian was talking about something else. I didn't want to interrupt him. He said, I made a tiny platformer that only has 2 levels so far, but it exists. Hell yeah, man. Is it in Unity? You just make this as like a test of Unity or Unreal Engine or something like that? Because that shit's hard. I tried to do that at one point, and I couldn't figure out what any of the fucking buttons did, and I gave up. You think I'm just bad at Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight was, but you should stream Silksong next.
Is it bad that the idea of streaming Silksong seems more enticing to me than the idea of streaming Dark Souls?
Silksong's way harder than Dark Souls.
But I feel like I have a starting point of what to expect.
You do for both. You have the starting point of Hollow Knight for Silksong, and you have the starting point of Ocarina of Time for Dark Souls.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
OOT and Dark Souls, you're saying?
100%.
That's fucking crazy. I don't think I believe this. Oh wait, they can get swarmed to fruit. I totally forgot about this. That's it. Oh my god, I was like, wait, where the fuck am I gonna find fruit? I've been carrying fruit around this whole time.
An apple.
God. Oh my god. It's not a growth mindset. If you're scared of playing games, you have to grow in. It's not about being scared. It's about, I want to play a game where I have the opportunity to grow in a meaningful way. With Mario Kart, I can give myself the opportunity to grow by practicing a lot, by playing a lot. But Dark Souls, like, I'm going to get through the game and maybe get better at it, but then the second I'm done with Dark Souls, it's just over, right? It's not transferable to anything else. But Mario Kart, it's like, Mario Kart's a forever game. If I get better at Mario Kart, then I have the fundies to get better at the next Mario Kart. This is the only reason Lucian here can out-consistency me. Because he's built these fundies from the other Mario Karts.
Which you've also played a ton of, by the way.
Yeah, but probably not as much as you, man. It's been a huge Mario Kart
You've probably played
grinder.
more Mario Kart than me.
But we don't
Almost
know, because...
Like 100, actually, not almost. You've definitely played more Mario Kart than me.
Whoa, Eric! Panda 420. This money ransom. Hold on, fuck. It was hard to see on the screen, but I have it open. This money is ransom. You're only allowed to withdraw when you play Dark Souls.
Ooh.
So now I've got a time limit because I believe the platform that you just used to tip me is expiring in December, and I'm not going to be able to claim that money unless I claim it before then.
Very interesting.
You don't even realize what you just did. But also, Panda, your game's in Game Maker? I think he is not that smart. Panda. Panda, you're supposed to be the nice guy in chat. We really have the whole chat against me and Panda's here? Mario Kart is transferable. You learn to take better lines. Souls-like is an entire genre. See, I was worried you were gonna say that. I could see Bloodborne being transferable to Dark Souls, but then the next part of the argument is that these games, what's even the point? Right? You can't go to CEO and get 65th in Dark Souls. But you can in Smash Ultimate. Just accept you're the same when it comes to Mario Kart. But Mario Kart, I can get better. I almost hit Tarzan yesterday. What do you mean I'm supposed to be the nice guy? I'm not trying to be nice. I'm trying to say the truth. Well, you know what? That's extra validation from previous instances because... Remove the big huddle of 5. Okay. That means that in past instances, when you've been nice, that you mean it, and that's really sweet of you. Because I don't think anybody else has been meaning it. Come on, chat. I know there's some
I'm
people
sorry.
with nice
I
thoughts.
was wrong.
Oh, thanks, man. You really had that quote memorized.
It's a mantra.
So you just adopted that the second I was like, I'd love to hear you say that more. That's your version of the growth mindset. As you practice this in real life.
I work on myself while you work on Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
And
difference
which
between you and
gets
me.
more attention at parties? I mean, think about it. Everyone's got their eyes glued to the screen. They don't care who's holding the controller. Have you considered playing the game because it's a good game? Oh, you're in the Jacker habitat. That's cool. What's it like over there? How's the weather? I have to... Wait, check page. I already forgot what the fuck I was supposed to be looking for. And I zoomed in on it and I made a point. Remove the big huddle of hives. What does that even mean? I feel like this game's gonna devolve to I'm gonna need to take every single enemy to every single object in the level. It becomes an insane fucking graph. If you were to represent this as a graph, it's fucking insane. It's great everyone's playing Dark Souls. It is crazy. We have the entire chat and Lucian rallied saying that I should play Dark Souls. And I'm playing the fucking absolute opposite imaginable game to Dark Souls. Are we all unhappy tonight?
Doesn't it interest you that there's like a variety of like builds you can do in Dark Souls? Like if you want to wield a giant like big hammer, you can do that. Or if you want to, you know, use like a light weapon, you can do that. If you want a sword and board, you can do that.
But I would just pick my favorite probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I would probably do a glass cannon. What's the glassiest build I could run that does a shit ton of damage, but I have to avoid everything?
I mean, it would be never leveling up Vigor, but you should probably not do that because that make the game hard.
But I would just love the satisfying experience of getting my 1 or 2 hits in and killing the boss.
Dark Souls 1 is especially easy because of a specific armor set that you can get that literally allows you to not dodge at all and just spam the attack button until you win because the armor is that OP.
Really?
It's a very unbalanced game.
Why don't I
But it's
just do
fun.
that then?
You can. I did that.
So that would trivialize the whole game.
It does.
Well, wait,
I mean,
if
you can't get
do
it right
that-
away. You have to go through the beginning of the game.
If I can do that, then we might have a deal. You just gotta
You
show me how to
absolutely
do
do.
that.
There's nothing to show really. You just get the armor, then you put on the armor, and then you win.
And then I can see the effects of the decision. I was going to make more levels for my platformer, but then I just got pissed off because I was trying to make bullets for the character to take damage from, but then I just got mad because I was trying to code it and I kept messing up. So now I'm going to do that again tomorrow. I had a time I was trying to code bullets in a game, and I couldn't figure that shit out. I was making I guess you could call it a brick breaker game. I was coding it in Java. And I couldn't get it to spawn more balls to break the bricks because it was supposed to be like the mobile game where the more bricks you destroy, the more balls you get. I just couldn't get it to spawn more balls. So my solution was to make the ball have a power level. So it was just one ball with the strength of 47 balls. The teacher didn't really like it. She was like, why didn't you just make it multiple balls, like the game that you were trying to make? Couldn't figure it out. Sorry, Elizabeth. She was cool, though. Yeah, her name was Elizabeth. She was my math for games teacher in college.
You're on a first name basis with your professors? Is that normal?
Well, this is what I would call her in my head because I used to do this thing in college where I would make my desktop background a picture of the professor who was teaching the class and just leave it there.
What?
And there were a couple times where the professor noticed. And that was kind of fun.
And what did Elizabeth say when she noticed?
She did never notice. She was always at the front of the class, so she didn't notice. But there was one time my algorithms professor entered the classroom and just walked up behind me and saw it. And I didn't notice that he was standing there. It was a total Marvel movie moment because everybody around me realized that he was standing there and he was just pointing at my screen confused. And I was like, why is everybody looking at me confused? And then I turned around and he was right there.
Sometimes I learn things about you and I wonder about how little I actually know you. What happened after that?
I was just like, what's up, man? And he just walked to the front of the classroom and started teaching.
Why do you do this in the first place?
It was tradition. I did it in my freshman year discrete structures class.
Right. Okay, but
Yeah.
what gave you the idea in the first time you did it?
Well, it was
This
kind
is not
of
a normal thing to do.
it was kind of a development from in high school when I would just put random pictures on my desktop background. One time I had Freddie Benson from iCarly, just a picture of him as my desktop background. And I would just put that on during class. But then I was like, wait, what if I made it the professor instead? So I started doing that. And then it became part of my identity. And I realized this after, that there were people that I met in later years of college. And they were like, dude, remember that guy in our freshman year class who had a picture of the professor as his desktop background? And I'm like, yeah, that was me.
Dude.
I was the guy who sat at the front and did that.
You're kind of a weirdo.
You don't understand this?
You're kind of a freak.
It's just a way to make the class more fun. That was me
Do you think
saying
the
balls
professors
7 times in
found
one
it
sentence.
fun, or do you think maybe they're uncomfortable?
I don't think they were uncomfortable. What made him uncomfortable probably was that he would tell us to raise our hand and ask a question for participation points, and I asked him when his birthday was. And then on his birthday, I emailed him happy birthday. August 28th,
And
by the way.
how'd they respond to that?
Well, it was in the summer after the semester, so I was like, I don't know if you remember me, but I was this guy in your class. Hope you have a happy birthday. And he said, oh, I definitely remember you, he says ominously. Thanks a lot. He appreciated it. Hold on a sec. What am I supposed to be doing? Sting's so strong that can help you break rocks. Oh, I need to get all the bees latched onto the rock. That's all it is. But yeah, there was one time too that I had the professor as my desktop background, but the kicker of the story was I wasn't actually in the class. My friend was in the class, so I just went to the class and I had already taken the class, so I would raise my hand and answer the questions because nobody else wanted to answer the questions because I already knew the class content. And it was kind of funny because he didn't realize that I wasn't actually in the class, and I would come in and take their quizzes. And then when he would hand back the quizzes, he wouldn't hand me back my quiz because my name didn't match to anybody in the class. And he would be like, is everybody sure they got their quiz back? And everybody was nodding except me because I didn't get my quiz back, but I wasn't supposed to get my quiz back. And he was like really trying to make sure. He was confused. He's like, is everybody sure they got their quiz back? Because I didn't have a quiz on my desk in front of me.
You're a menace.
I didn't do anything.
Do you know that?
I was helping
Do you
the
know
class.
that you're a menace? You were stressing your professors out your entire college career, and I never knew this.
I wasn't stressing them out. I was just adding some spice to their day.
Oh my god.
And then he actually saw, so the meta evolved because I had his picture as my desktop background. Then the next step was to open a notepad file with text. So what I did was I put a notepad file and then in giant fucking font wrote, I love this man with an arrow in ASCII pointing at his face. And he saw that when he was handing the quizzes back and he was like, is that true? And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm allowed to say here, but I can say maybe. And then he kept handing out the quizzes.
What is wrong with you? Is all this true? You're just making it up.
No, this is all 100% true. I haven't lied yet.
Yes.
You were a very interesting person, I will say that. What do you mean, were? What are you trying to say, Panda? You're bored by this gameplay? The fuck do
I can't believe this is the same person that thinks good stream content is practicing Tarzan for 30 minutes.
I'm just trying to get good enough for the gameplay to be entertaining too. You don't appreciate the growth?
Nah.
It's like you don't even care about getting better at things. This is the grind that's necessary to achieve great things in this world.
Yeah?
Yeah. It seems like you don't understand this concept. How do I get the bees to attack the rock? Do I need to start over? Because the rock's all the way down here now.
Do they follow you? The bees?
I don't know if they follow me that much. I'm going to start over because I have the option to do it, and that's making me think maybe I have to do it.
Huh.
I am bored because you're
playing a baby Yoshi game. Of course I'm bored. Everybody would be bored if all they saw was just this. I don't know. I think this has potential for fun stream content.
Yeah. I think it's cool that I actually get to talk to you guys in chat for once. Because I'm not ultra distracted by what's happening in the game. But
I
the
do think
trade-off,
someone with better intuition than Matthew would make this a better stream game, though.
better intuition.
Yeah.
What does
Like-
that have to do with this?
Well, your first idea for everything is to eat it, and then you eat it some more, and then you eat it some more, and then you eat it some more. Instead of trying to like experiment with different things, you're like, well, what happens if I eat it? And the answer is that you make an egg. But we know this already, you know.
Right, but don't you like how the eggs are different sizes?
Like maybe they can do other things too. Like maybe you can get the bees to hit this sparkly bug.
Maybe I can get the bees to hit this boulder.
Well, we know that, but
This is a
yes, you
thought
should
that
do
I
that.
had. You know, they're actually powerful enough to break rocks.
I've heard.
Look at this. If I duck like this, then they all get stuck to the rock. So I have to just go around collecting. Imagine a speedrun of this game, though. Is it?
It sounds interesting.
It probably would be like the Mario Kart World free roam speedrun. I started watching a clip of that on YouTube because I saw that it was at GDQ. And I was like, oh, I wonder what this entails. And the speedrunner was like, it's basically like if Mario Kart was a 3D collectathon platformer. And yes, it's just as cool as it sounds. And I was like, well, that's high praise. And then they started playing, and I was really fucking bored, and I stopped watching.
Sorry, my internet's been so bad. What's like a 3D Mario Kart collectathon?
The free roam speedrun for Mario Kart World.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I was promised by the runner at GDQ that it was going to be really interesting. But it was exactly what you would imagine it to be. They were just running
Not
around and rewinding when they fucked up or when they had to backtrack. I feel like rewinding makes it a lot less interesting. Even though it definitely makes it faster.
it'd be more interesting without the routing would be more interesting without rewind.
No, he's not calling me stupid, Panda. Don't say that. He's just saying that I lack the problem-solving abilities and the thoughts necessary to understand how different factors coalesce into stimuli about my environment. Your version of interesting.
Aaron told me to
Mario
pass this along to you, by the way.
Is it porn?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck?
I guess he's been hard at work.
We
That's why he hasn't been in chat.
I don't know how to feel about this concept that why the fuck is it hold on a sec. Let me open this up.
I like that it was zooming in for a second there.
I don't know how to feel about I don't know how to feel about this concept that you had to Photoshop me smiling. Are you... Am I not happy enough? Is that part of the problem? You... And mind you, is that what this is supposed to be? Me doing the duck face?
You can tell it's fake, not because of the 3,000 viewers, but because my name is spelled wrong. Or it's formatted wrong, I should
What the
say.
fuck did you do here? Where did you get my thumbs up? That's not even my hand, is it? That's not even my hand. Dude, I would have done the pose for you. If you asked me to smile and thumbs up, I could have done it for you. You didn't have to make this. Got exactly 3,000
really
viewers. That'll be the day.
I would have replaced the Mario RPG or the is that a Paper Mario poster in the back?
You're gonna replace it with a Dark Souls
with
poster.
the Rosalina.
Oh my god.
No.
Wait, well, which Rosalina?
That's up to you to decide.
Says a lot about the game you're playing. I must have smiled at least once during this. You couldn't pick one of those times. Was it that hard to find? God. I really, I was thinking today, I wish I could play Mario Kart on stream, but no, people want a new game. I'll give them a new game. And this wasn't even malicious compliance. I was just like, oh, Yoshi seems fun. And now I come here, and it sounds like you guys would rather I just play Mario Kart.
No. To be clear, I love that you're playing Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. I'm having a great time with it, and I hope we continue. I don't think Panda and Aaron agree with that. I think they would both prefer you play Dark Souls, and I also want to see you play Dark Souls, to be clear. But I am so happy that we're playing Yoshi instead of Mario Kart right now.
Okay. Well, that makes one. We want Dark Souls. Is this the fate? Once you become a content creator, you just have to fold to whatever the audience wants. I was thinking about this today.
No one to fold them, and no one to fold them.
Yeah. I've thought about that, how nobody does my laundry anymore, it's just me.
Yeah, man.
It fucking sucks. I feel like that's the first glimpse you get into what being an adult is like. And it's really tragic. It's like I've got to spend an hour or more every week of my weekend, the one time I can relax, just fucking matching socks. Like, what's up with that?
I think I've been doing my laundry since I was like 10.
10?
Yeah.
There's no way.
As soon as I could like work the washing machine, it was like, that's it. That's on me now.
What? So you
When did
never
you
had to
start doing your
worry.
laundry?
Here's what I remember, is I just remember at some point in time worrying that my mom was gonna see my crusty underwear. You never had this?
No, because I was doing my laundry since I was like 10.
Okay. Well, so you weren't jerking off at age 10.
I don't like the conversations you get into on stream.
Okay, well, we can pivot. So I was at least 13.
Okay.
Is what I can gather from this.
We're not pivoting.
I wasn't upset about you playing Yoshi. I just think this game is kind of doo-doo. Yeah, I thought we would be playing more levels, and I thought it was going to be the kind of thing where I could just run through and collect flowers and red coins. That's what I was hoping for.
But instead you have to, be creative and think.
I know what I'm supposed to do at this point, and it seems exceedingly tedious. I have to attract bees to this rock, but I can't let them get into the honey or they go crazy. Can I get them to go uncrazy? Because I'm just killing them at this point. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, the game for babies. That's what the guy at the store said, too. He said that he had not sold this game to anyone, so he had never heard of it.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah. And I said, yeah, I don't think the game is that popular. And he was like, no, people love their Yoshi.
Well, people love it. I love my Yoshi.
And then I said, I'm just hoping it's not Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
Did you say that?
He didn't understand the joke.
No.
He didn't smile, he didn't laugh.
So your average Jigsaw stream. Oh, snap.
What, how the guy in the corner of the screen never smiles, apparently?
No.
I don't know what you could mean by that. Oh, here's more bees! Can they chase me? Oh, no, because there's no draw distance in this game. Can you guys attack me or something?
Yo, Dark Souls Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Now there's an idea.
Is he actually playing? Is that what it says? Oh, no. Okay, I thought you were seeing that in the corner of my screen, because Reed just went online. What if the guy at the store was like, this is a bit of a baby game, may I suggest Dark Souls?
What if I just did that? What if I just, like, booted up Dark Souls Remastered on my Switch, and it says on the top left?
You could do that. It could be
I don't have
funny.
it on Switch.
You would really be proving a point. You'd be putting money where your mouth is. Like, look at what you could be doing instead. And then my only way to get back at you would be to go through your Switch profile and make fun of how many hours you have in games.
710 in Smash Ultimate.
Okay, well, that's nothing to scoff at.
It's like 450 in Engage. And like
Can these guys see me?
200 something in Three Houses.
Can these guys? They just don't go down on me, dude.
You're pretty used to that, though.
Oh my god, bro. Don't say things like that. That's mean. Too real. I can't make jokes like that. I don't care about Yoshi. Reed is online. Let's go. Reed's online. I don't know who that is. I just wanted to make a joke. Are we all bored? Is that how everybody's feeling right now?
Not me. I was watching Yoshi covered in honey jump from vine to vine. I was having a grand old time.
Right, he's doing a Tarzan! Wait, why don't you like Tarzan, then? You just described Tarzan.
It looks less cool when you're in a car. It's like how, you know, Mario Party before Mario Party 9. You know, you're alone and it was cool, and then everyone was in the car and it sucked.
What? They had a car in Mario Party 9?
Dude, we gotta do a Mario Party stream. Oh my god, it'd be so much fun.
Oh my god. Mario Party, you just want me to, you want to take me to all the RNG games just so you can show how consistent you are at getting good luck? Is that what this is about? Because that's what it feels like right now. You're fixated on this concept of beating me in games.
What's the other luck-based game?
Lucky. Mario Kart.
You talking about Mario? So now you're against Mario Kart.
Well, once I get to the point where I learn Tarzan, then suddenly it's not about luck anymore. But you're not even giving me the chance to do that, because you're saying that it's boring to watch me grind Tarzan, but the fruit of the labor is that I'm going to be able to hit Tarzan. And then I can beat Fundy's consistency guys like you, who just out-RNG me. How do we get these guys to break the boulder? Yeah, I don't like Mario Party because it's a game of RNG. You can win every minigame if you want to. It doesn't matter. But even the minigames are RNG sometimes. It's just such a bad time. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I don't know why it's called that. It's not good. It should be called Yoshi and the Bad Book. You didn't like Mysterious Book? That one wasn't landing for you? Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
I can't believe you've done this.
I pushed it all the way down, dude. Do I need to have a lot of bees on it? Do I need to completely fill it up? Is that the goal here? Does Dark Souls have no RNG? Is that true? That can't be true.
I think there might be, like, technically, like, a bit in the attack patterns, but it's all reactable. So not really. Oh yeah, there are item drops. Yeah, that's true. There's some, like, rare item drops you can get.
Okay. But there's no attacks that have random effects that's unreactable?
No.
Okay. I just feel like every game like that I see a speedrun of, there's always at least one fight where they're like, yeah, this is RNG. And every time you play a run, you just have to deal with that. But you're saying Dark Souls is fully skillful. So the world record must be pretty refined. Oh, fuck. That's where we can really put our stock in. If it's a refined world record, then I can have some faith. That's a speed run. It's completely different. What does the speed run do? Do they get the glass cannon build that I'm going to use? Is that true? It's difficult, but not bullshit. It sounds like it's jank as hell from what you've described. Dude, what else can I do? Is there a prediction that I can execute on? Predict a discovery. I just want to get to another level. Sprouts when buried. What? Why would you put a check mark? I'm so confused. And why can't I enter the level here? There's a thing that sprouts when buried. Is that in the right level? I thought it would let me enter it from here, but I'm pressing A and it's not letting me do it. Dark Souls has literally 10 times the world record entries for speedruns than Mario Kart World. What am I missing, Aaron? Why am I making you lose your mind? Because I'm supposed to go back here? Can I even enter the level? I'm so confused, man. Oh, I have to end, and then I can switch levels. Don't you worry, I figured it out with my intuition. But yeah, most games have 10 times the world record entries for Mario Kart World. Did you know? I'm sure Lucian told you this, but my speedrun got denied.
Did you know? I didn't tell him this.
I'm not the 137th place because they said that I wasn't showing all UI elements on the screen.
Pretty fair.
Which might be a surprise to you. But here, let's take a look at it. We can review the tape together. Hopefully I'm not showing anything that I'm not supposed to show. It says, all UI elements must be shown during all portions of the run. Position, item boxes, map, and lap/coin count. I'm like, all this shit is here. Like, look at the screen. It's all here. Okay, let me fucking... How do I mute myself? Here we go. So I scroll through the VOD, I'm like, even, like, the map is visible the whole time, everything, there's nothing in the top right of the screen. I booted up the game to check, I'm not covering anything. But then you look at races, where the fuck, like this one. Like this one, where I'm on Bowser's Castle and, uh-oh. Oh my god, this little part of the map. No! No, dude, he's cheating! Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, when he goes over there, we have no idea where he is! Oh, shit! And then if you go to Rainbow Road, too, it's like here, oh my god, the race just started and we can't even see him. Oh my god, dude, like, honestly, so totally understandable. I totally get it. Well, what can I say? They caught me. I cheated. To get my 137th place on the leaderboard. It's crazy shit, man. And then I look at the guy who rejected my run. Or no, sorry. She, her, who rejected my run. They have a run.
Is that the equivalent to guy in your head? Or the opposite?
What do you mean? Guy is gender neutral in my head, but
opposite
I
of
was
guy.
imagining he, him, but it was she, her. So I corrected myself. But if we watch this run, what's really interesting is all UI elements are visible, but look at the fucking gameplay. Why does it look like that? It's fucking lagging and stuttering. But oh no, they didn't cheat. No, that's not cheating. No. It's just the capture card's bad, that's all. But I have the little bit of the map covered. Oh my god. Oh, they caught me red-handed. But there's nothing you could do when the game is stuttering and jittering and the timer is flickering. Like, there's nothing you could do there to cheat. It's just really, like, look at this. It's like, what fucking frame rate are we on? It's just really interesting. Like, this is a legal run, by the way. 2nd place in the category, so... Look at that. It's like, oh, where even is he? Oh, he's there? Oh, no, he's in the water now, and he's, like, teleporting around? Like, oh. No, it's not suspicious. It's just how the game looks normally. I just thought that was interesting, so... Guys will beef over a Mario Kart World Record application. It's Dark Souls. It's like, dude... I wanted just to be on the leaderboard. I'm not high up there at all, okay? I just did a run, and I wanted it to be on there. You can watch the whole VOD with no stuttering, by the way, and see, even though you can't see me on the map, you see where I am everywhere else. You can see everything. You think I just teleported? You would see that. Anyway, I'm supposed to go try to sprout something in the first level.
A sprout is what they call a new Final Fantasy XIV player.
Well, that's what they call a new user in a Discord server as well.
Probably stole it from Final Fantasy XIV.
Is that the newest Final Fantasy? No, they have 15. Do they have 16? Oh my god. 16.
You ever heard of Clive, Final Fantasy?
Clive, he's in 16?
He's the main protagonist of 16.
Is 16 the one where you're in the car driving around the whole game?
That's 15. That's with Noctis and his friends.
Right. Yeah, that seemed really cringe when I was watching it.
I played about 5 or 6 hours of 15, and I didn't really get it. It was a weird game.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it seems like it's critically acclaimed and people love it. But then you watch gameplay and you're fucking driving around and you have to get gas like it's real life.
It has a really good cover of Stand By Me by Florence and the Machine in the intro scene, and that's all I can really say about it.
But people love that game.
Some people do. I think it's a pretty divisive title overall.
It's a what title overall?
Divisive?
Divisive. That's how you say that?
Divisive?
I always said divisive, but I never looked it up, so I have no idea.
I don't hear words, I just read them, so the pronunciation's up in the air.
Okay, because you're just a big reader, and you're always in the pursuit of knowledge. That's what this is about?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should try reading about Tarzan. Anyway, go on.
I read for half an hour today at the doctor's because I got there early.
Yeah, what did you read?
Haruhi Suzumiya.
What? You ever read anything American?
American specifically?
Anything North American?
North American. What was the last North American thing I read?
Did you read anything to... Oh, wait, so these little icons... Wait, I have to bury them? Oh, I got the sprouts when buried, too?
The Warcraft novels, I guess, are North American.
The Warcraft novels?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft?
And also just Warcraft, before WoW existed.
Wait, did this work? Is he gonna sprout when buried? Or did I already get this?
Yeah, you just... Because look, they're sprouted because you buried them.
Oh, okay, so it
You got
doesn't
all
turn
three of
into a
these.
flower. Flowers bloom in matching colors. Okay, sorry, we got sidetracked. So you do read things that are American because of World of Warcraft. But now it seems like you just read Japanese.
Yeah, mostly what I read these days is light novels. I'm not gonna lie. They're
And
fun.
so you think you're becoming a Place Japan kind of guy?
Nope.
You don't ever worry about this?
Nope.
Because I feel like someone like you is basically farming allegations at this point.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been talking about it. That you're just
Yeah, I
in
don't
love
think a
with
lot of people
Japanese
talk about me in
culture.
general.
No, every time you're not on stream, people are like, "Where's the background guy?"
Yeah, but that's all they're saying. I don't think people are having conversations about me on a regular basis.
You don't think so? I talk
don't.
about you at work sometimes when they start talking about Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That you know, I play a lot of Fire Emblem, so it makes sense that you would think of me there.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Did you know that my friend is a Reddit mod?"
That's what you say.
Yeah, and then usually
It should be noted, I hate that position, and I have for years.
Then why are you doing it?
Because once in a blue moon, I get to ban someone who's like bigoted, and that makes it worth it.
So you just like having the power.
No, it's not about the power. Well, it's only insofar that I can use that power to ban people who are homophobic and stuff.
Right, so you think you're making the subreddit a better place. That's what it's
It used to be about that. It's not even about that anymore. Now it's just like, wow, this person sucks. Get out of here.
So you
I
just
don't
want to
care
give them
because
what
I
they
used to
deserve.
care about the subreddit as a community, and now I don't particularly like being there. So I don't
Right.
care about it as a community, but I still care about not letting homophobes have a voice. That's what I care about.
So it's about this moral righteousness you have.
No, it's very personal and vindictive. It's not you know, it's not about like being a good person.
You're a revenge-minded kind of guy. And you want to stick it
Yeah,
to the
revenge is pretty
homophobes. Well, I heard that
I just
there
think
are
they
good
deserve to have a bad
themes.
time.
Okay, so it sounds like you do like the power.
Dude, for the love of God, I'm going crazy. Bloom these flowers. There's ones on the trees that you keep ignoring, and I don't know why. And also down there, there's more too.
Oh, it's just a bloom of
Surely you have to make them all
flowers.
bloom. Yes. Just run over them, and they bloom.
I have
That's all you have to
run-
do.
but I have to run over them with a flower on my back. That's the thing. Well,
Do
where
you?
can I find one of those? Yeah, that's how it works.
You just had one the whole time.
Yeah, but I
You
replaced
just
it
got
with
rid of
an
it for an apple for no reason.
Yeah, I just
Oh my god.
felt like having an apple instead. That's
Like,
all.
this would be a way better stream if you didn't suck so hard.
I have to really focus on this game more than I was expecting.
It's just crazy.
I remember
just- I
someone
feel
made
like
a
it's
summary
just-
of every FF game. FF16 was no, it's not the one with the car. What? Also, go on. Sorry.
I wonder why people say that. It's just intuitive that if you're going over all these buds and they're all blooming as you go over them, that you probably want to do that to all of them, right?
Yeah, but not all of them. All of them. You'd be going through the whole level.
They're all in a row.
Did I already make this flower arch? Because they have a separate achievement over here for making the flowers. Are there flowers over here that can be made? You actually can't die in this game, which is crazy. I think you'd like Dark Souls because there's no puzzles like this. You just fight the skeletons. So you think it would just require less mental energy, but don't you have to explore? That's another thing I'd be worried about, because I feel like in Hollow Knight, I had to kind of lock in and check my map a lot of the time. And I'd rather not have to
What
do
I
that.
did in my Dark Souls playthrough is I would say, Aaron, where do I go next? And he'd say, okay, go this way, then go this way. And then I would follow his directions.
So basically, we'd have to strike a deal that if I play Dark Souls, you have to be here at all times, Aaron. I'm going to head to bed. Have a good day and good week. Yeah, you too, Panda. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Always great talking. Hope your game goes well. Make some updates. You don't even have a map in Dark Souls? Okay, so then I need you to be here. Also, can I grab this poison flower? Maybe the poison flower has special properties. No, he just got transformed. So I made him muddy, and that was something to discover. Grows to become a big tree. We already did that one. So are there any that are marked that we didn't do, or does it reveal them after we do it? It looks like we bloomed all the flowers, though, and nothing freaking happens. I hope this elusive Aaron Geddon individual shows up to his stream. I'm just saying, man, you gotta commit to it. Because I'm gonna start playing this game, and then suddenly Aaron Geddon's nowhere to be found, and it's like, who am I even playing for? It's not myself. I can't pull out Dark Souls at parties. Where's the clout in Dark Souls?
Is it a Daiwa run, Aaron?
This is the Uma run RN. It sounds like after I play Dark Souls, nobody's gonna be satisfied. Story of my life. And then you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, this stream would be so much better if you were playing Masamune.
There's a stress-free game that you can play.
Is it stress-free?
Uma Musume?
There's nothing to worry about.
If you have bad RNG, all you have to do is reset the run. Like, there's no, like... There's no stress, I don't think.
Flower crowns for friends?
Oh, fine motion. I want fine motion. How do you get fine motion?
What the heck is fine motion?
An Uma Musume from Ireland.
Oh, okay. I thought that fine motion was an
also
expression.
intersex.
What is tersex?
Sorry?
You said she's intersex?
Yeah.
I don't know all that. I don't know that place. Geographically challenged. I thought fine motion was an expression that meant that we're moving in the right direction. I thought Aaron turned British for a second there.
What the hell? Where did that come from?
What do you mean? You can't, you don't read that chat. You don't mute. So I thought when I was making the comment about how, oh, you guys want me to play Dark Souls, but then the second I play Dark Souls, you're going to say play Usamamame. That I was saying that was what was going to happen, but then I thought Aaron was responding to that saying, no, this is fine motion, as in we're moving in the right direction by you playing Dark Souls. And you know, you imagine a British accent like, no, this is some fine motion. It sounds like what a British person would say if things were moving in the right direction, doesn't it? Yeah, fine motion, old chap. Exactly. Aaron gets it. Aaron's getting it.
Aaron's getting it.
Where the fuck is the flower crown for friends? I already made the whole area bloom. Does it tell me where this shit is? Causes blooming when tossed. Well, I already did this shit, didn't I?
Toss.
I need to find the flower crown for friends. Maybe I didn't do the blooming here, because you have to jump up here. It's possible I didn't
You need to
even
find
do
the
it.
flower crown for glory.
I don't know where the fuck the flower crown would be. All 3 big flowers are bloomed. My job should be done.
Job done.
What is that? Smiling Friends?
No, it's Warcraft.
Oh, the book that you read.
The video game. There's no
Based on
voice
the
acting in the
book.
book. No, the book's based on the video game.
Well, that's kind of boring, isn't it? Why would you make a more boring form of media? You know, I started reading Jeanette McCurdy's book again last night. First time in a couple weeks, because I've been going to bed pretty late. No, I just picked it up where I left off. But it got really fucking disturbing out of nowhere. I was uncomfortable. Things are escalating the whole book. Yeah, I think it is. It's nice that she's telling her story and it's all out there and she's being vulnerable and honest. But it's insane what happened to her. It's actually crazy. And I'm happy that she wrote the book. That's not what I'm trying to say. But man, it's fucking crazy. I would never have imagined some of these things. Chat, I'm gonna end this, guy. Sometimes it's good to be uncomfortable. I tell myself with copium while eating the worst Taco Bell of my life. Maybe you should add a caveat solution. I think people are confused.
Stepping outside of your comfort zone can be a growing experience.
Yeah, but what about eating this Taco Bell that Aaron's talking about? Is there another principle to add to maybe make that not okay?
That's not a good example. You shouldn't do that.
Well, what makes it not a good example? You gotta tell us the principle. Because it's outside his comfort zone to eat bad Taco Bell.
It's 12:01. I'm off the clock. I don't have to answer this question.
No further questions. Oh no, I guess we're out of time. What do you say we stop playing this game, huh? How did everybody feel about this stream?
I liked it. I had a great time.
Let's just poll the chat because I can't figure out...
It was so much better than Mario Kart because we actually got to talk, you know?
I can't figure out how to get a flower crown for friends. I can't figure it out. The grated cheese on the taco was still cold as hell from the fridge. Well, that's kind of awesome, isn't it? Personally, I like cold cheese, so maybe I'm biased. Maybe I can't speak on this.
That does not sound awesome.
I think it could be good, though. It's like a bit of a Hailfire Peaks. You've got the cold cheese and the hot beef and the taco, and they just infuse like that scene in Ratatouille with the strawberry and the cheese.
It's like fire.
What?
That's what you should stream next, Banjo-Tooie.
I shouldn't have fucking said anything.
You haven't even done Banjo-Kazooie, have you?
I haven't done Banjo-Kazooie. I would love to do Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, you should do Banjo-Kazooie. That's a nice, easy one.
But streaming that, I'm just imagining playing that game without an N64 controller, and it sounds atrocious.
It won't be that bad. If you use a Pro controller, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Oh, Pro controller. But that might have the same problem as Mario 64 DS, where you have too many directions and it doesn't feel clean anymore. But maybe it's worth a try.
And they're both analog. What do you mean?
What do you mean? I think because the joystick, it doesn't have notches.
Yeah, it does lack notches, but it should still be fine.
So you can't move it in a circle. And if you can't... If you move it in a perfect circle, I feel like the results can be unpredictable. It definitely feels weird. You must admit that it definitely feels weird to play Mario 64 on 3D All-Stars.
I hate playing Mario 64 on 3D All-Stars.
Yeah, you know why that is? You think maybe it could be related to the joystick?
100%.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, I think it might more be related to the placement of the Z button and the lack of C buttons.
That's kind of annoying too. But I think for me, the biggest thing is trying to edge your way on platforms. It's tough. No, playing Mario 64 on DS feels amazing, but that's different because it's designed for the D-pad. Mario 64 originally was designed for the N64 controller, and the second you use a different controller, it doesn't feel right anymore. Man.
I forgot Aaron had such a bad opinion as playing Mario 64 on the DS as kid.
I think it's a fucking based opinion. I think the Mario 64 DS haters never even gave the game a chance, and they only played it on emulator, and they kept crawling by mistake, and they couldn't enjoy the game. That's my theory. Well, considering it's been 2 fucking hours playing this game, and we are on the 2nd level, and I'm already fucking lost and confused, I don't know if I have much more of this game in me. This would be the 2nd game we did not finish on the channel. Which is sad. It's a weird track record, I'll admit, to
Can't
not
believe you're giving up
finish
just like that.
Let's Go Pikachu and Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Those are the 2 games I'm not finishing. I mean, what's the alternative? The alternative is I look up the answers. Because I'm lost. Let's Go Pikachu is before my time. Well, I did a Nuzlocke. And I just got unlucky. We can say that, right? Another game of luck doing me in.
Dude. My internet has been so bad today. I'm like barely even here.
Yeah, I've just been thinking that you're just airballing my jokes on purpose. But good to know that you're just not
at all.
here.
No, my connection's been so god awful. Even before stream, I was hanging out with Aaron earlier. It was bad there too.
Dude, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is an 8.5-hour game. I might have to do some research because I think this shit should be more obvious to me what I'm supposed to do. It's tough. These puzzles are tough. No way you lost a Nuzlocke in the easiest Pokemon game they ever made. Listen. At the end of the day, the real reason, if I level with you for a second, I wasn't level capped. And I fought Lieutenant Surge with an under-leveled Diglett and an under-leveled everything else. And he just swept. Didn't even have to set up. He just swept. What do I do at that point? Unlucky? You want me to grind by mash catching Pokemon over and over? Not really allowed to do that in a Nuzlocke.
Name is Ash Ketchum, not Matt.
That's a good one. See, the bit where you pretend that you don't understand what I was saying, it can land sometimes. Also, dude, I think I fucked something up at the gym today. Not fishing, not just trying to go out of my way to mention that I went to the gym today, but whenever I stretch like this, my muscles spasm. My triceps spasm. Like when I stretch, I'm going to get a Charlie horse in my arms when I stretch like that. And it's honestly terrifying to me, and I'm worried that my range of motion is going to be limited tomorrow.
Doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's fine. The first time I ever went to the gym, my friend took me. He was a cross-country runner, but he was just a jacked guy in general. And he showed me this bicep exercise with the cables. And the next day, I couldn't move my arm out of this 90-degree. I couldn't move my arm beyond this point. And I texted him, fucking freaked out, like, what the hell did we do? And he said, that means it's working. I've never experienced that ever since that day. It's a whole nother level. It's normal to be sore when you first go to the gym, but to not be able to move your fucking arm, I think is something entirely different. I think something was fucked up. I think maybe he didn't coach me properly. But anyway, I'll have to think long and hard about whether I want to play this game tomorrow. And we'll see, and I guess I'll announce it on Blue Sky when I figure it out, if I actually have time. I had to go to Target today to pick up this game, and because of that, was late to stream. So I hope everybody appreciates that this is the game we're playing now.
Like I said, I think it's great.
I appreciate that you think that. And I think I'll have to do a little bit of digging on the workflow of this game and how I should be progressing, because it can't be this hard to progress. It just can't be. And as much as I was saying earlier that I was nervous about having too many pages unlocked, not that nervous anymore. Oh well. But thanks everybody, as always, for coming to the stream. Looks like it's just Aaron, but I'm going to pretend there's more people. We'll be back tomorrow with this game, probably. And hopefully we finish it in the next couple weeks, or I'm going to lose my fucking mind. But hope everybody has a good night.